Hi guys, so we are live, and here today we are going to talk about three kits as usual which are coming in the future video reviews. So as usual we are going to start with the bottom one, and here as you can see we have a new release from Zvezda. So this is something I was expecting for quite some time, because it was announced, as far as I remember, several years ago, and then somehow they forgot about it, and now it's finally out. It's a new tool, Yak 40 in 144 scale. So I was actually surprised that in 144 scale this is not such a huge kit, and it can be actually smaller than some 172nd scale aircraft fighters. So I would say it might be a good candidate to be in a 172nd scale, and it would be strange if Zvezda would not go this way, because 172nd would give it a bit more, I would say, opportunity for adding more features. But again, this is a new tooled model, so all the plastic is new, all of the markings inside are new, including the decals. And maybe what I can show here in this video is the pictures of the finished model. So overall design looks quite fine. Note that the parts count is surprisingly small. We have only 59 parts. So I was expecting more, to be honest. Also, we get some design solutions which are questionable. You'll see it in the video review. I would not, let's say, spoil it here. But there is also a quite nice bonus included as well, and maybe these three pictures hint at it, but I will also post the short video with the, let's say, small highlights of this kit, but it should be already available and we will be checking it quite soon. And by the way, another thing here is that the length of the assembled model will be only 14.1 centimeters, so not a huge aircraft, even though wingspan is obviously bigger than the length of the aircraft. So this is something to consider, but I think this classic marking option might be a really interesting thing to copy in a 144 scale, especially if you saw this aircraft in a real life. It might be a really nice chance to assemble it, and price is really good here, so definitely check it out. Yeah, so it's almost like a glider, but this aircraft is notable because of three engines on the tail section. And as you can see, it's a 40, so it's kind of short version of this. As far as I remember, there was also a longer version, 42, but correct me if I'm wrong, maybe somebody knows more about this type of the aircraft, so feel free to write in the comment section. But at this stage, we move it to the side, and we continue with another thing. So here we have the fresh release from Miniart. This is the ammo boxes with shells set 135. Well, it wasn't a private jet. Returning back to the Yak, because I can see the question from Face Noise. It wasn't the private jet, it was actually the passenger aircraft. It was flying on the inside country routes. So quite a fast one, and also it did not require special landing strips, so it could actually land on the unprepared ground, so quite an interesting thing. Okay, oh, Zvezda STZ5 Katyusha. Well, I decided not to check the Katyusha because we reviewed the simple STZ5, and this Katyusha is basically the build-up on the classic STZ5, so feel free to write in the comments what you think about this kit, because it's interesting how this kit is designed inside. So now we move into this Miniart set. As I said, it's ammo boxes with the shells for the 7.5 centimeters Pak 40. It's a 135 scale, so it should be handy with, for example, Panzer IV, if I'm not wrong. So as you can see, we get the boxes, we get the proper shells, and we also get the cases. There are not that many of them, but still nice touch that we do not get only the shells. So it might be handy for some diorama ideas. By the way, the kit number is 35398. And the overall styling of this kit, I would say it's a standard for Miniart. As you can see, we get a lot of things for the money, let's say. We also get decals from Cartograph. So in recent Miniart kits, we get decals only from Cartograph. Yeah, Edgars, I agree. It's, well, they will be using this STZ platform for many other versions as far as I know, so that's not the last one. And yeah, Marder 2 and Marder 3 can benefit from this ammo. Thanks for the note. I actually didn't know that Marder was also using this type of shells, so really good catch. But as I said, this one is already available. We get several boxes, and I think it's always nice thing to play with weathering on such items, because it's something what you do not expect from the vehicle set, maybe from diorama, and maybe even you do not have to build a diorama. You can just add this box to your vehicle and it will be already something different from the standard out of the box build. So definitely a good addition, and it might be enough for several projects. Okay, so this box goes to the side as well. And now the final one, another Zvezda release. So this one is 100 scale, and it's really tiny. I mean, even the box, as you can see with my hand, it's not that huge. It's a T-70B, so Soviet light tank, and we get it in the war scale, war game scale. That's why we get this snap fit assembly. So some modelers will be happy to know this, because it actually allows to high OZ scale modeling. So as I said, it allows to build the model without usage of the glue, and it might be attractive for beginners. It might be attractive as a weekend build. You can build it basically in one day and also train some weathering techniques on such tiny kit. Obviously there are no clear parts, even though here we have a headlamp, so this is something to improve on, but we get a one-piece main barrel, so this is also a good thing to have inside. And if we flip it over, traditionally for Zvezda we get the pictures of the finished model. This one obviously is not painted, it's just a bare plastic, if we can put it this way, but you can see the overall idea of this kit. Yeah, it should be the same chassis as a Su-76. And also here you can take a look at the dimensions of the model. So it will be only 4.3 centimeters, which is really tiny. It will be something like that. So that's why I said it will be a quick build, and still we get 16 parts. And from what I've seen in this kit, it will be quite a smart design. So yes, you can assemble it without the glue, but also it's a good basis, let's say, for the scratch building. If you like to add more features here, you don't have to go a really large scale, and all of the improvements, I think they will be noticeable because the model itself is quite tiny. So here you can take the size to your own advantage and actually add something unexpected in this scale. So this one will be also coming in the special video review, and you will see it in a quite detailed way. But overall, I would say that all of these novelties, if I bring them together, they show that the modern models keep developing, even though some of the engineering questions here are questionable. And I will be actually interested to hear your opinion once you see this video. But again, the prices for these kits are also quite reasonable, and this one might be a memory for some modelers, and they will like to replicate it in the scale. In 144 it will be a decent build. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about this video, about these kits. Maybe you have some suggestions, maybe you have some opinions about this kit. Feel free to write in the comment section. Of course, press the like button, subscribe to YouTube channel if you would like to support us. You can also support us with a donation, do not forget about it, because all of these kits are actually bought with help of your donations. And I will see you in the next video, so stay tuned. There will be also some interesting stuff coming soon, and we will see each other in a few days. Bye.